Now I'm going to talk about Kaede, who is probably the craziest person I've ever read or seen. And I initially thought she was just crazy because she was like the sexist ideal woman. Oh, I live to make you happy. What she does is cook and clean and iron and wash the dishes and wash the clothes and vacuum every day. Wakes up at 4:30 and somehow gets to do her homework and stuff like that. But then there's an episode where we find out more about their past. Like I said before, Kaide's mom and Reen's parents died because of a car crash. When Kaede learns the news, she goes into this like awake coma, like she's alive, she's functioning, but she really just can't react to anything. The doctors say, well, she just needs something to hold on to, something to live for and stuff. And so Reen tells her that he was lonely, so he called his parents and asked them to come early from their trip, meaning that he basically caused their death, because if they hadn't gone early, they wouldn't have been in that place at the time where they died. She goes crazy. She goes really, really crazy. She strangles him at that point, and then she's like super violent, creepy, like she's like, oh, I love you, Dad. It's super creepy. She ignores him at school, she's all like, hi, I love people. And then there's this part where where there's stairs, he's here and she's here, and she drops a box of crayons, and she's like, pick it up. And so he's picking it up, and she drops a razor, like legit razor, on him, and it cuts his eye, and so scary. The scariest kid I have ever seen. Okay? She's like, okay. So then it's it's like quite a few years later, and there's a letter that she finds that Reen has been keeping that's addressed to her. It has a picture of her mom and his parents. And so she reads it, and it turns out the days that they were on that trip, she kind of forgot, because it ends up that she was really, really sick during that time. And the letter from her mom and is saying, oh, I hope you get better soon. We're coming early because I'm really worried about you. Just hold on. We'll be there soon. Which then means that basically she was the reason why they died instead of Reen. Which, okay, that's the one time that I give kudos to Reen. So then she goes like crazy. She like runs and she almost gets hit by a car and he saves her. And so that makes sense why she's doing so much for Reen, because she basically did these horrible things when he was trying to help her and stuff. Within that episode, she became less crazy as far as the like present her goes, but then a lot crazier because of what she did as a kid. So scary. Reen's kind of being an asshole and is being super oblivious. She's been making dinners for him when he comes home and all like, all this stuff, trying to be really nice and, creepy maid like. And he's just like, oh no, I ate, or no, I'm really tired, or I don't want to eat. And then she's like, oh well, like run a hot bath, and he's like, no, I'm just really tired. And so he's basically just making her not needed, which is what she needs, is to be needed right now. And her eyes are like really creepy, no reaction, like really big, because she's staying up waiting for him. And we learn about this when Reen is starting to date Asa. So then there's this part where you find these pictures that, like Reen and Asa, like the ones in the Photoshop, the like, she's scratched out the Asa part. And so, and Primula finds it. She's like, oh no, Kaede. And Reen brings Asa over, and Kaede kind of goes crazy. She starts to choke her and says, get out, get out, get out, like stop being part of our lives, you know, all this stuff. Really, really creepy. And Reen is still stupidly oblivious. Kaide's like, shoot, I like have totally messed this up. So then she's getting in bed with Reen, like, please just stay with me. I'll like do whatever you want. Just stay with me. You can be with anybody you want. Just like stay living here. And then so Reen runs off and like realizes that he's been a stupid idiot, and comes back and is like, I'm moving out. So then that freaks her out. And I really thought that she was either gonna kill herself or kill Reen. Because it's like the whole like, well, if I can't have you, no one can kind of Buffy episode that I'm quoting. Anyway, so she doesn't. She realizes that she actually loves him, not in like a guilt way, but an actual just love, and is like, well, I won't stop fighting for you. I mean, I'll be like, and then she like cries when he leaves, and you know, so she's super sad, but she's like accepting or whatever, and then she's got Primala too to be like to care for, so that's good. So through all that, I'm thoroughly scared of her. Like if there was anyone who looked at all like her, I would run for my life. I'm not even kidding. That's how like scared shit I am of her, because it's creepy. And so, craziest character I've seen. And you might think Light is because he's got like the whole I am higher than God complex, but no. I really think that this she's kind of weirder. So that's my character evaluation. Bye.